Hi there, my name is Shavin Barnhart, and this is my Chem 126 Week 6 interactive presentation. So what I'm going to be talking about now is our objective this week was to talk about nuclear energy and how it's used in the real world today. So the video we watched explained how a nuclear bomb has mass destruction and it was used in Hiroshima, and that is a well known area where radiation still is out and about today. People still can't go into that area because of the isotopes that are still floating around. We kind of talked about what isotopes were and how they can be shielded from people, but it's an area too big to really go in there and spray it with anything or try to defect it. You can't just like put lead paint on it like you can do with dinosaurs. So talking a little bit about what and how do you go about making nuclear energy or a nuclear bomb. Um, we don't know specifics because it's highly classified, but we're going to talk about uranium a little bit. So uranium is a natural ore element found in the environment, and you have U-235 and U-238, which are both found in uranium. So you have to separate them. Um, so what you're trying to do is separate the isotopes. U-235 has a different weight compared to U-238. So you can separate these to be a gas chamber, and it has to go through 4,000 cycles. Basically, you have this uranium, and it's going through a cylinder where high energy is separated from low energy, and the high energy is going to be the U-235, and the lower energy is going to be the U-238. It also talked about in this video how you can use a centrifuge, and how that works is it spins down the uranium, and because one weight or one isotope, the U-238, is heavier, it will get spun down, and so all that is left is the U-235. So what is in a nuclear bomb, or what happens in a nuclear reaction? So fission happens, and when you have when you're trying to make these nuclear, I would say weapons, all you need is 40% of uranium, and the rest, 60%, is a projectile. So what happens is that projectile ignites the uranium, and that's what causes the splitting of atoms. Also, when you are trying to make nuclear energy happen, the only thing you can use is the U-235. I kind of mentioned that earlier, but you can't just take uranium from the earth and try to use it as nuclear warheads, or you can't do that. It is a really complex process. The video even talked about how in the centrifuge, when the uranium's being spun down, it has to go through so many cycles that most of the time the centrifuge breaks apart because it has so many different cycles that it has to go to or go through. That's about it for my nuclear reaction presentation. It's a little bit harder this week to kind of get a visual. I need to do a little bit more research so I can understand it a little bit more, but this has helped me get an idea of what some of the things that you learn about in history are, such as Hiroshima, what really is going on behind those accidents. So it was really interesting to do this. So thank you for watching, and hopefully next week we can do another experiment. Thanks. Bye-bye.